Today we are going to study how we can writing chemical formula. Okay. We are going to familiarize how we can write chemical formula. I think you all familiarize with the chemical formula. The chemical formula of water is H2O and carbon dioxide is CO2. Like that, different chemicals having different chemical formula. Now we are going to familiarize how we can write correct chemical formula. Okay, so for that we must familiarize the symbols of all the elements and radicals present in the compound. We must know the symbols. First we must know the symbols of whether it is radical or elements. We must know the symbols of elements. If it is a radical, we must know the symbols of elements. If it is a radical, we must know the symbols of radicals. Okay, next we must know the valency. In earlier class we studied about the valency, and second we must know the valency of different elements and different radicals present in that compound. So we must know the chemical symbols. If it is carbon, the C is the chemical symbol. If it is hydrogen, it is H, oxygen O, and like that different elements having different symbols. And we must know the valency of different elements. We studied the valency in page number 55. There is a chart regarding the different valency of different elements. The hydrogen having 1 as valency, oxygen having 2 as valency, like that different elements having different valency. So if we write chemical formula, you must know the valency of different compounds. So now we are going to familiarize steps of writing chemical formula of a substance. We are going to familiarize the steps of chemical formula. First we must know the symbols of write the symbols of all the chemical elements, all the constituents. If it is element or radical, we must write the symbols of all the elements. If we are going to write the chemical formula of water, we know the water contains hydrogen and oxygen. So we just write the chemical symbols of different constituents elements present in that. And second step is that we must write the valency of the different compounds. The hydrogen having valency 1 and the oxygen having valency 2. So first step is that we must write the symbols of all the constituents present. If it is carbon dioxide, we know carbon and oxygen are present. So we just write the chemical symbols of the carbon and oxygen, and we write the valency of carbon. What is the valency of carbon? Is 4. Okay, and oxygen having valency 2. Okay, like that we just write like this. And the third step is that cross the valencies and write them as subscript. Like this we are going to write H2O1. So there is no need of 1, so that we just write the H2O. So this is the chemical formula of water. So we must cross the valencies like this. We must cross the valencies, and if the valencies are divisible by a common number, then we can divide it. And if it is not divisible by a common number, then write it as like that. Okay, I just going to tell you how we can divisible a number by a common number. Okay, in the case of carbon, the valency is 4, oxygen valency is 2, and we just cross the valencies like this, and we got C4O2. Carbon 4, oxygen 2, and we got the cross the valencies like this, and we get C2O4, and we can divisible this 2 and 4 by a common number 2. Okay, and we divide the 2 by 2, 4 by 2, and we get C1 and O2, and we can write the chemical formula as CO2. Okay, I think it is clear. First we write the chemical symbol and its valency: carbon having 4 and oxygen having 2, and cross the valencies like this, and we get the equation C2O4, and these 2 and 4 can divide by a common number 2. We can divide this 2 and 4 by common number 2. If it is not divisible by a common number, then write the element as such as. Okay, and we can get CO2 or C1O2. Okay, so this is the method we can use to write a chemical formula, and there is one more step is left, that is the fifth step. Observe the page number 56 and the fifth step. In the case of radicals, their symbols are written in brackets. As we studied in the page number 55, there is different types of OH minus is hydroxide, and NO2 minus is nitrite. Okay, like that different radicals are present. If a radical is present in a chemical formula, we just write their symbols are written in brackets. Okay, we just write the symbols are written as brackets, and the crossed valence is written as subscript outside the valence, and we just write the radicals like this in crossed bracket, and write if there is any subscripts outside, we just write the subscripts outside the particular equation. So I think these are clear for you. We are going to familiarize another equation, and here is we are going to study about the chemical formula of aluminium sulfate. Aluminium sulfate. Okay, aluminium sulfate contains aluminium and sulfate. Aluminium having the chemical formula Al and the valency 3, and sulfate is written as SO4, and it is a radical. Okay, it is a radical, and it is written as its valency is 2. Okay, just observe the page number 55. There is the table of valency, and the sulfate having the valency of SO4, and the valency is 2. Okay, so that we can written like this, and we are going to cross the valencies like this, and we get Al2, and we just write the SO4 in bracket, and write the valency outside Al2 SO4 bracket, and outside write as 3. Okay, so aluminium sulfate can be write like this. I think the writing a chemical formula is clear for you. So this is the method we can use to write the chemical formula. Okay.